Hey guys, this is MB from underdogchance.com, and in today's video I will share my MLB betting model projections and picks for Monday, June 19th. Those are my numbers from my betting model, my projected lines, and then of course I compare my lines with bookmakers lines, and then if there's enough discrepancy then I make a bet. Yesterday I went 2-0, plus 3.86 units of profit. And right now I'm sitting at 162, 127 plus 32.78 units of profit. I'm very satisfied with the results so far. This is ROI or yield 8.22% and beating the line around more than 71%, which is great. And yesterday I made a video. In the morning when I was making a video and projections, Pinnacle odds and my bookmakers odds still didn't have open odds. I said that I will probably not wait whole day for the lines because it was Sunday. But then I found I found that the bookmakers opened the lines. I just quickly reproject the lines, and I found the value with San Francisco Giants, and I posted this. This is more than 23 hours ago. And I made two bets. So I know some people missed it, but I always say that following sports picks is almost not possible because if there is some professional sports bettor, of course he will not just wait and share all the picks. Sometimes you make a bet at certain time, sometimes you make bet later. I know that some people miss my video because I was checking yesterday's statistics of my video. So the video was 9 minutes long, and the average view duration was 2 minutes. So I believe that most of people missed this information that I said. That I will also post this below in the comment. But I said this many times: following sports picks is not the way to win in the long run. I just want to show you my way. I want to be transparent with my spreadsheets, with my betting model. I want to show you how I do it, and I can teach you how to do this as well. Why I do these spreadsheets, I already talked about this, but 15 or 20 years ago, I saw one guy who did not exactly, but similar. He had more basic numbers, but he was sharing projections, and he projected his own lines, and this was very impressive to me because 99.9% of people were just throwing out picks. And I believe that if you cannot explain how you pick or select bets based on math, then it is usually just guessing. Okay, and in the long run, most people don't have records. Most people don't have statistics about their bets, about their analysis, about their projections. And that guy had this, and I knew that this is very important for if you want to stay in the game for 10-20 years, because you cannot rely on guessing if you want to stay in the game for 10-20 years, and if you want to play with big guys, right? So if you want to make a little bit more money from sports betting, if you want to do it seriously, at the end of the day you will need to make projections like this or analysis like this. Okay, and this is why I started sharing projections. And I know that sometimes this is not that funny or interesting, but I think this is the true value. Okay, this is what I believe. Okay, and yesterday I reproject the lines. I posted in our active Discord channel, also under the comment below YouTube channel. You can always go back to my video a couple of hours before the game, and maybe there will be an additional play, because sometimes bookmakers will open later odds. But I know that some of our members, they already took San Francisco Giants earlier. Okay, because we have different bookmakers, and Americans, if you're from USA, you have a lot of bookmakers options. Okay, you have legal bookmakers, you have profit exchange, you have offshore bookmakers, and there's also probably some way to bet with VPN. So there's a lot of ways to bet from USA, because I see this from people who are from USA. And some of the bookmakers, I also check American odds, and there are a couple of apps where you can change this, where you can check the American odds, and many times you have much better odds than me, and many times some of these bookmakers open much earlier odds than my bookmaker. Okay, My bookmakers are more sharp, and you can take the advantage, of course, if you know how to analyze games. Okay, because as I said, following sports picks is not the way. If you go to my website underdogchance.com, you will see the first message: stop following sports picks, learn to make your own picks. And this is my philosophy. Okay, and through these videos I want to show you what is possible in sports betting and what you can do. Okay, and let's go to today's projections. I will talk about sports betting topics in the future as well. This week I'm a little bit short with the time. I'm with my daughter. We have last week of the school. I want to be with her. Not that I must be, but I want to be with her. I want to spend time with my daughter, and then we are going to the islands this week. And this week I'm also finishing my parenting book journal, if you like, where I wrote my stories, my journey as I was a father, which I think will help a lot of people, because those are my views about parenting. It has nothing to do with sports betting, but I will talk about sports betting as well. Okay, so let's go to today's projections. St. Louis, Washington. Based on my projections, Washington should be small underdog at plus 105. Bookmakers have them at plus 132. This was just below my qualified bet, so this is still not good enough for me, so I will skip at this moment. Okay, Toronto, Miami, Kansas City against Detroit, Chicago Cubs against Pittsburgh. Those are projected lines with league average pitchers, because pitchers who will play for Miami, Detroit, and Pittsburgh are not qualified for my betting model. I like to be selective. I stay away from the games where I don't have enough information about the pitcher. I also like to stay away from doubleheaders, despite some of our members said that they found the value with Boston yesterday. But I like to stay away from doubleheaders. I'm not saying there is no value, but I like to stay away from doubleheaders. I learned this especially during the COVID, because in the first game, teams can use whole bullpen, and then in the second game they will use much weaker bullpen. Sometimes they change the player, sometimes they change the pitchers, and when there was a COVID, it was a whole mess. So it was triple like this, right? So I like to stay away from double headers, and I like to be selective, because if you see that you find the value in every single game in baseball or any other sport, something is wrong with your method. Okay, because I see also people giving opinion about every single game, every single pick about every single game from the card. This is not okay. Okay, because the bet, the qualified bet, is always when market made a mistake, or when the market is a little bit wrong, or bookmakers are a little bit wrong, right? And they don't make mistakes on every single game. For example, today I found only one qualified bet, as you see, Boston. I will talk about this. But if you find a value in every single game, something is wrong with your betting method. Okay, you need to be selective with bets. Okay, you need to be selective if you make your own bets. Okay, I'm not talking about arbitrage betting or plus EV hack, where you compare pinnacle odds with soft bookmakers and you want to make as much as possible bets. But I'm talking about real betting, about really going against top bookmakers, top bettors. Then you will need to be selective. Okay, because bookmakers don't make the mistakes all the time. Anyway, let's go to Colorado, Cincinnati. Gomber against Williamson, two left-handed pitchers. Based on my projection, Cincinnati should be minus 179. Bookmakers minus 156. There is not enough value, but there is small value with Cincinnati. Okay, Boston, Minnesota. There is no value in full game. As you see, I have Boston at plus 110, bookmakers plus 119. But I found a value in first 5 innings. So if we compare Paxton against Pablo Lopez, I see a value with taking James Paxton. So I'm taking Boston first 5 innings at 1.8. This is in American odds, I think, minus 125. I think we can recalculate this as well, but I'm taking them for 1 unit. Okay, this is just qualified bet, as you see. Okay, this is the only qualified bet today. But let's quickly check other games. Arizona, Milwaukee. I have Arizona at plus 101, bookmakers plus 108, not enough value. Angels, White Sox, I skip this game. Mets, Houston, Max Scherzer against Hunter Brown, two right-handed pitchers. I have New York Mets at plus 108, bookmakers plus 107, so there's not enough value. So my numbers and bookmakers numbers are the same. And then I have Padres against Giants. Michael Vaca against I don't remember who's pitching for San Francisco Giants, but he's not qualified for my betting model. Okay, so that's it from me today. Whatever you decide to take, I wish you good luck, and always remember, be selective, because you will make money only on the bets where you have the edge. Okay, and if you think you have the edge on every single game, something is wrong. Okay, so when I make new betting model, for example, one of the first signs if my betting model is okay is by comparing my lines, my projected lines, with bookmakers lines. And if they are completely off, if I found the value in every single game, I know that I must sharpen the betting model, that something is wrong with betting model. Okay, but if most of the lines, and more based on my criteria, of course, are very similar, then I know it is okay. So, for example, if I would, I don't know, if I would have Washington minus 200, for example, here, or I don't know, Cincinnati, if I would have Cincinnati plus 150, then something is wrong. Okay, so my lines and bookmakers lines should be pretty similar. Of course, there is discrepancy because no betting model is perfect, but this is a good sign. Okay, so thank you for watching and see you next time.